Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of our Scarlet Keys run. We are on episode 3, Dealings in the Dark. This is in Constantinople?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Istanbul?
Yep.
Constantinople.
You want to get the tokens out and dice out while I'm reading?
No.
I got them right here.
We don't need them. Okay. We're not going to take any damage.
Gulls cry out as you cross the Galata Bridge, what many would call the link between the traditional city of Constantinople and the districts of Galata, Bioglu, Sicily, and Harbiye, where a large proportion of foreign merchants and diplomats live and work. Since you know where you're headed and time and secrecy are of the essence, you decide against hiring a translator and head directly to the Suleymaniye complex, where the target of your investigation, a Miss S. Sahin, supposedly works. Miss Sahin has made a name for herself in several fields of academia, specifically in the fields of antiquity and art history.
Fun.
According to your intel, she works as a curator in the recently established Turkish and Islamic Arts Museum, but to your surprise, your case files include a wealth of other information about Miss Sahin, from her schooling all the way back to her early life. All this points to one of two conclusions. Either she is not in hiding like the other members of the coterie, or she has crafted an extensive cover story. According to your intel, Miss Sahin has already reached out to the Foundation by way of an offer of introduction. It could be a trap, but if she truly wishes to meet, you can't turn down such an opportunity.
Hell no.
Thankfully, her office is not difficult to find, the door marked with her name and full title in Turkish and several other languages. You knock and she bids you enter, which you do with much caution, eyes instinctively darting to every one of the room's corners and hiding places. The room is warm and richly decorated, the walls covered in beautiful tapestries and paintings of many styles ranging from hundreds of years old to very recent, and shelves filled to the brim with a variety of colorful ceramics, glassware, and old musty texts. Greetings, Miss Sahin says with a warm smile that seems to brighten the room.
Aww.
She's a young woman with dark-tanned skin, hazel eyes, and the wispy figure of one who has spent her entire life in academia. What can I do for you?
So
You inform Miss Sahin that you received her earlier communication and her desire to meet with you, which she takes a moment to interpret before her eyes go wide. Oh, so you are... She clears her throat and does not finish that train of thought. I see. Then, in that case, please sit down. We have much to discuss. You tell Miss Sahin that she can start by explaining her involvement with the coterie. Your eyes catch her shifting uncomfortably in her seat at the mention of the organization's name. The coterie is involved with great many things all over the world, as you likely know, she says, choosing each word delicately. But our goals are not so different from your own. I have spent many years as a researcher in the organization, searching for the very same things your employers seek. Objects of arcane power that can be used to defend humanity from the threats we cannot see. You reveal your key and show it to Miss Sahin, wondering if this is one of the artifacts she speaks of. I see you are already in possession of one such object.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you acquire this?
I need some sort of raven's eye or something.
Oh, yeah.
When you're done.
Miss Sahin that you recovered this key before one of her colleagues could cause further harm with it. Key? Is that what you call them? Interesting, but not surprising. They have been called many things by many people throughout human history. Your terminology is apropos. They are the key to unlock power from other realms. Power enough to save the world or to doom it. Or to control humanity, you know it out loud. Miss Sahin sighs. You are not wrong, but I assure you not all of us within the coterie would use them for such purposes. There are those, like myself, who wish only to use them for the good of others.
Book broke.
You ask Miss Sahin why you should trust her given the actions of coterie and other places around the world. Ours is not an organization with a leader or a hierarchy, she explains.
So, not an organization at all.
We operate independently in further sense of a unified goal, but some, she swallows hard with a shudder, some employ methods I do not agree with, methods that disgust and, if I'm being wholly honest, terrify me.
Uh-oh.
You still don't know if Miss Sahin is telling the truth, but there's no point in not hearing her out. You ask her what the situation in Constantinople is, and why she has sought an audience with the Foundation. Istanbul, she corrects you. The people of Istanbul no longer refer to this city by that name.
Mm-hmm.
You make a note to yourself to refer to the city only as Istanbul from here on out, thank God. One of the relics you have been searching for is here in Istanbul. It is one I have been seeking for many years, a talisman bound to a powerful entity some might call a jinni, or in the traditional sense, the only kind of non-human entity with the capability to exercise free will. Judging from Miss Sahin's clinical definition, you wonder aloud if Miss Sahin believes this to be true. A genie? No, I do not believe this talisman is bound to a genie. I suspect its master is something even more powerful than a human. Something not of Earth at all. And of the two of us are not the only ones looking for it. After the Great War and dismantling of the Ottoman Empire, many records were thrown into chaos, but many more emerged from obscurity, including those pertaining to this talisman. The other group searching for it, the things they have done search for this knowledge. Her face pales and she struggles to keep her composure. They'll do anything to get their hands on it. Murder and torture are just tools to them. I hate to think of what sort of heinous acts these villains would commit if they managed to obtain it. And the worst part is, I believe one of my cohorts may be the one pulling the strings. I am so close to finding it, but if they find it first... You understand now why Miss Sahin came to you. If one of the coteries behind this cult's actions, she could not go with them with this information. Still, lingering doubt toils in your mind. Please, she pleads with you. Find the talisman before this cult does. I do not wish to see what entity it is they worship. I'll do what I can to help you if you place the talisman into my care afterward. In return, I promise never to relinquish it to the control of the other, more dangerous members of the organization. It will remain safe and tethered in my control. I cannot guarantee the same should you wield it yourself. Please, we are on the same side, I assure you. Viskers must decide. Alright, we'll find it and place it in your care. Or, alright, we'll find it and place it in your care. You are lying. Or, we will track down this talisman, but we will be taking it into our custody.
I trust her to the end of the earth, Travis.
How you were. She doesn't look like a nice lady.
You know, I mean, like, this whole thing feels like, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
But, like, sure, we can trust him.
Let's trust saves the world. We're gonna save the world with trust and friendship.
Yeah, she lets out a long breath,
They're gonna
visibly
kill us
relieved.
so good.
Thank you. I will admit I was not sure if I could trust you. It is a comfort to know that our two organizations can work together when lives are at stake. After all, we share the same goal. She rises to her feet and shakes your hand. You ask Miss Sahin where you should begin searching. The last written account of the talisman's existence was during the city's conquest in the 15th century. Oh yeah, that's easy. Just 400 years ago. 500 years ago.
Don't even worry about it.
It was likely hidden in order to keep the invading Ottomans from hiding it. After that, it remained hidden for many long years. It was not but a fable spoken of in hushed voices and whispers, but due to recent events, well, it would not surprise me if the recent Allied occupation of the city had something to do with this sudden interest in finding it. But let us not get buried in conjecture. I would begin looking in places that were not sacked by the conquering army. The university may also be a useful resource for you. As for me, I am not particularly helpful in a fight, if it comes to that, but I can provide you with aid in my own way.
Give her a gun.
Record that we're working with her. Is working.
Here, take this gun.
I like the idea of Roland Banks as just like the most trusting FBI agent in the world.
People wouldn't just go around telling lies.
Yeah, it's not the American way.
Free experience, baby. And then proceed to set. Alright, we all do the camera sets together. Unveiling unsealing card is unveiling side up. 0 to 10 time has passed so no changes are made. We'll begin play at the Hagia Sophia.
Alright, it gets +3 shroud for each study token on it. Place player clues on Hagia Sophia. From the token pool, place 1 resource on Hagia Sophia as a study token. Interesting. You done setup stuff?
You want her?
Sure, what does she do? Exhaust her. Look at the top card of any investigator's deck. If it is not a weakness, you may place it face down beneath her. After any key is shifted, the owner of each card beneath draws that card. That's fun. I'll take it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone to kill.
One at a time, each investigator discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard cultist enemy. Draw the enemy they discard, resolving its concealed keyword as granted by Agenda 1A. After we do it, we shuffle the cards back in.
So here's yours, Travis. Okay. This one's mine. And then Bryn. You got that one. You shuffle these back in, you said?
Yeah, shuffle discard them.
Okay, and how do we do the concealed for these? So these ones are... Oh, do they have a special concealed rules, Travis?
Yeah. Each non-weakness cultist enemy gains concealed 1.
Can you imagine if weakness enemies did too? You like draw your Silver Twilight cultist and you're just like, oh my god.
Asshole. After you evade a cultist enemy, return to the shadows and resolve its concealed keyword. Take control as one of its clues.
Do we shuffle them individually or they all come out at the same time?
I don't know.
I shouldn't shuffle with the decoy side face up. I'll resolve them one at a time.
Oh no.
And then do we just do we deal them out again? Just so each location has them, right?
Yeah, they gotta be like even or whatever.
That's a decoy. Once again, the decoy was face up. Good strategy.
He's really bad at it. Chase that guy.
So then after doom is placed on them, they get a clue instead, right?
After we evade them.
Oh, but there's this one. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Bryn, you do that one. Travis
Okay.
read this one.
We got the search for the manuscript. According to Miss Sahin, the talisman has been hidden somewhere in the city for many hundreds of years. You must not let it fall into the cult's hands. Objective, find the talisman before the cult does. If either the cult or investigators at any location possess the requisite number of clues, as a group, advance. It's 4 per.
So these are the cults that would read from the book, right?
Yeah.
They would.
Absolutely.
All right, we got the unveiling. After one or more doom is placed on a cultist enemy, flip them to their clue side. If any enemy has more than 3 clues on it, move the clue in excess of 3 to the clues unveiled below. The number of clues possessed by the cultist is equal to the total number of clues on cultist enemies in play plus the number of clues on clues unveiled.
Sure.
So we just gotta find those guys and kill those guys.
With a gun.
Cool. I'll play backpack. 12 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's so many cards, man. Take you, and you.
Get those guns going.
Play.
I'm gonna
3
also just use her
special.
ability while this is going right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to draw that. I may place it beneath her.
And then I'll punch this location.
Sweet. 4 to 2.
No way, that's gonna hit me if I do that. Wait a minute.
Which guy will hit you?
Like if I spawn a guy.
Yeah, but Bryn can go. I can go.
You gonna punch him?
Yeah,
I have
I'm
5
gonna
foot.
punch him.
Okay. I'll go for it too.
This is not a guy anyway.
Hey, you know.
I just believe
Okay.
it's a guy.
Zounds!
Can't help you.
So you get 2 punch.
Yeah, I only have 2 punches. What do you want me to do? All right, Bryn, why don't you go? So then after you evade him, he goes back into the shadows.
Yeah, but you can just kill him.
2 cards. We'll pay to keep this fence.
So for people watching at home, connection's pretty simple. It's like this. They're connected to the ones that are like, it's like a diamond, okay? It's like a diamond!
I will play
circle, you mean?
a
this
Faustian
one's-
bargain. I'm secretly working for this
What is
guy.
a
Don't
circle
tell
but a
him.
diamond with round edges? Wait a minute, you're Faustian bargaining? That almost
yeah.
snuck past us there.
Yeah, I cheat lots. If you paid more
have some
attention,
money,
you would
man.
know. I need it.
Can you kill this guy?
No.
Okay.
Are you gonna evade him?
I had not planned on it. He only does 1 damage, right?
No, he does 3.
Well, then I don't want to engage him at all. I gotta spend some of this money.
Damn
It's
it.
burning a hole in my pocket. I'm gonna play this fence. I'll play these dissection tools.
Nice.
Because,
At least you intend to kill this guy at some point.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's promising.
Yeah, and then, hell yeah, we're not gonna use the fence this time.
Alright. I have Madame Lebranche and a Mariner's Compass. We're gonna Madame... Oh, no, we're not gonna Madame Lebranche yet. We're gonna investigate this location at 5 to 2 with the compass.
I mean, it seems good.
3 to 2. Don't worry, we're gonna get a -1. Okay. Then we're gonna resource with Madame Lebranche. And then we can go enemy phase. Travis gets bonked. It's a shame.
Like me, Justin.
It's a shame.
You son of a bitch.
Shame.
And then at the end of the enemy phase, if this guy is ready, we place Doom on it. This is like another version
Oh,
of
guy.
Echoes of the Past. Okay. Can we just quickly look up the concealed keyword again for how they're spawned?
I remember from last week, Justin.
Honestly, I hit my head with a hammer.
Like
some.
Oh yeah.
Intentionally?
Okay.
Yeah, some brain fell out.
Just a little bit of brain, eh?
Alright, we gotta get these men. They have 4 evade and only 2 fist. Wow. I think these guys are too strong for us.
Yeah. Sorry, we can't help you.
Yep.
We are leaving.
Put them in the plate distributed as evenly as possible among each location. Place on the locations nearest to them. Then, at each of the locations that already had one or more concealed mini cards, you
Shuffle them.
face
Yes.
down as
Okay.
well.
Thank you. So I think actually technically there should have been one more card here, but it's
You know.
okay. It doesn't matter. We'll be okay.
I took my
Yeah,
damage
because like
for
the
it.
other one would be whatever.
We got a Wizard of the Order.
Son of a bitch.
So we
Oh,
got
no.
one there,
Hell yeah.
and then one here. These guys are working hard. How many do they need? They need 12. Oh, 12 is so many.
This is not a cultist. If there are no cultist enemies, there's like so many. Otherwise, find the cultist enemy nearest to you. Place a doom on him.
You stupid fuck.
And then test foot X, where X is that enemy's evade value.
2.
2.
Just a normal,
Sweet.
basic bitch.
If I fail, I take 2 damage though.
So sick.
Oh, fail. Easy.
Yeah, like actually though.
I put a card under our friend.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's kill some cultists.
Yeah, I'll shoot him. I got 7. Blam, he's
Nice.
dead.
But what's its bits look like?
And it just drops the clues, right?
I don't know.
Have to evade a
One was
cultist. From there.
I get at least one of them.
No, I don't see anything about that. They just drop them. That's okay. They lose their information. Oh, this guy's a clue.
Cool.
Travis, you want to punch the location again?
I'm like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
4-2. Hell yeah, I do. Boom. What's that?
-5. You may place one doom on the nearest cultist enemy to change that token's modifier to -1.
Yeah. I'm gonna find killing these guys anyway.
Alright, which one do you want?
The bottomless one, please.
It was just the one.
Son of a bitch. Punch again. The top one.
It's just the way.
Yep. It's life.
That's life.
This concludes Roland's turn.
Oh, a dirty fighting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take that.
Hell yeah.
We spent XP to put that in our deck.
We should probably take it.
It's fast, yo.
Can I see the rulebook again?
Don't lose my page.
I'll try to evade this guy, I guess.
Nice.
For action 1. -2, I'm just testing against
Yeah.
Shroud, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Cool. What's
successfully
this
evaded
guy?
location.
It's a Sinister Aspirant
That's
A.
Ooh.
So you
That's
just like engaged
this
in
guy.
You're my best friend. Probably.
He must
action
die.
number 2. Evade. We've got 5, 6.
This motherfucker's got alert.
to 4.
Take that, Keimani.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Wow, what does it do?
+1 if there is an exhausted enemy in my location, automatic success instead.
Yeah.
So +1, so we have 7 to 4. Give me your stuff, you idiots! It's a grappling hook.
So then when he's evaded, he returns.
He comes back here.
Yeah,
Does
and you
he?
take
Yeah.
take control of its clue.
Hell yeah.
You're like
Stupid
me.
idiots.
And we resolve conceal again.
Yes.
Alright,
We're just gonna sit here and beat the piss out of this one guy all game, anyway.
just rough him up. What do you know?
It's me again, stop!
Oh god. Are you done, Bryn?
That was like one.
I told you
action, 'cause,
everything
like,
I
this
know,
was
tell us
fast.
again.
Like, I'll fire up this grappling hook, I guess.
Yeah, you should leave. I'll grab those clues with
Yeah,
this.
I'll just, like, move here.
To the obelisk of Theodosius?
Theodosius, yeah.
That was close.
So, like,
It's like the
if
ship.
you replace all the parts of it, is it still the same obelisk?
No.
Yes.
Wow. We're philosophers.
It's got a Shroud of 3. Forced after you fail a skill test while investigating the obelisk of Theodosius. Move one of your clues to the... Oh, man, they can rough me up?
Haunted? Is that the haunted keyword I
No,
hear?
no, there's no ghosts.
Why do you say no?
Just to be, controversial.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't care.
I get to investigate with my foot, so I'm 6'3".
That's why I'm the worst person to talk about philosophy with. They're like, what if you see a different color than me for red? And I was like, cool.
So if I would discover a clue here, I can just look at one of
Yes,
these
yeah.
instead, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any actions left, but I could evade, because I still am resolving my grappling hook.
Yeah, do it.
So, this is Sinister Aspirant C.
I remember him.
Take his clue.
Oh, but he's exhausted still. They're still exhausted.
So he, like,
Sure, I guess.
Because then he doesn't get a doom this turn.
Does
It's
he-
only when they're ready.
he spawns engaged with me, right?
Yes.
Because I found him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll use the grappling hook to try to evade him. The remaining grappling hook. 6 to 4.
And then we only remove these if there's
If there's none.
nothing in the
Tell
shadows.
me what you know.
Nice.
Back to the shadows,
They're all-
nerd.
Tie you up with this grappling hook?
Wow.
Can't threaten me with a good time.
So we can put them both here because that's as evenly as possible, right?
Yeah.
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 In fact, I'd argue you have to.
Wow. You know what? I would argue you don't, just to be controversial again.
God.
Yeah.
You numbered?
Yeah, unless I'm allowed to try to fight that guy before he's gone.
No. I don't think so.
After you evade an enemy, is that
Like,
also an after
this
you
is
evade an
also
enemy?
an after.
So this one's
Is that-
forced. Still
that's
happen
forced,
first, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna gain
This
a
one's not
resource.
forced, it's just using force.
Well, it's dirty fighting, so you actually can do whatever you want, Bryn.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm already cheating, so...
We're gonna play this Pathfinder for action number 2.
Man, you really are out here trying hard.
Oh hell yeah! Haven't played a Pathfinder in forever. We're gonna investigate at 5 to the game's 2. We're gonna have 2 clues, and then we're just gonna pathfind into Bryn's location.
Resources.
Hell yeah! And then we're gonna Madame LeBranch and get a clue.
This guy's not in my discard pile.
And then we can go enemy phase. This guy's gonna get 1. These guys are gonna stand up. We can go upkeep.
Second bong. Exactly. Shuffle the card. You should wait and see where else draws before you do that, in case there are more acolytes. In case there are more guys.
Sure, but there might be cards that like care about what's in the shadows. Actually, that's my card, I think, too.
Oh, I want
Yeah, no, I mean, like, just wait and see if someone else draws a guy before you shuffle all the cards together.
Oh, yeah, I won't shuffle them together, yeah, but I'll still divvy them out. Alright, if there are no cultist enemy in play, take 1 damage. Otherwise, find the cultist enemy nearest you, place 1 doom on that enemy, and test foot X where X that enemy's evade value. These fuckers have 2, huh? If I fail, take 2 damage. Sure.
Just flash him with
Yeah,
it.
give me that guy. So he'll have 2. We're gonna go 3 to 2 here. -3. If you fail, place 1 in your clues location. I'll be lucky.
Nice.
I got a Tenebrous Eclipse. Revelation, put it into
That's
play
scary.
next to the agenda deck. No more than 1 concealed mini card can be exposed by each investigator each round. At the end of the round, discard 1 copy from play.
Yeah, okay.
Easy.
Well, I'm gonna do that.
Each investigator. Sure.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna interact with the mechanic.
if you like, I'll go first. Are you gonna customize that their 38 special,
Yeah.
or is that against the law?
No, it's not. It's mine.
What is it? What does that card do? Because reading the card does not explain the card.
I'm not gonna customize this.
Okay.
I lied. I'm gonna customize the
Fair.
Colt when I find one.
Yeah. Righty, agree then.
It gives me plus 2,
then
I
you,
don't
Then
need
you go.
damage.
You do you.
I punch
We're gonna put some evidence on this card.
the thing. I'll put Prax makes perfect to this. 8, 9.
I love these fucking the state of game just court.
I'll vicious blow this location.
Take that. Hagia Sophia.
Yeah, just at the church, like
Guys,
flipping pews.
it's the art from Eldritch. Let's go.
Son of a bitch. That was 5-2.
Dang.
I'll try again.
You should fire this thing up.
Do what?
The action where you put a study counter on here and refill the clues.
But then it goes to 5 shroud
Yeah, it
locations.
becomes 5 shroud
It's
location.
trying to trick you.
But Yuri doesn't care about shroud. A gun.
I ain't guys to shoot.
Yeah. No, but like, you can't do this after you've got guys to shoot, because then they get to hit you.
Fine, we'll refill it.
I mean, you don't have to do it.
I trust you.
I'm just saying that, like, Roland cares about clues being on his space.
I do.
Not what the shroud is of his space.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's reasonable.
So, like, if we're gonna turn this into a cultist meat grinder.
We punch, we put that up, and then I'm gonna play some handcuffs from under here, I guess.
That seems good.
Yeah, just
You can arrest one of these
take
guys.
them,
and
take
then-
them away, toys.
What are they at right now? They're 2, 4, 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots
Brayden,
of
why don't you
guys
go?
there.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
What do we got? Dirty Fighting number 2 and a Tennessee Sour Mash? I don't want either of those right now.
Whoa.
That's okay. I don't have money for that.
We need, what, 12 clues? We have, what, 5? Okay, we're killing it.
I'm gonna fire up the grappling hook, I think, and we'll investigate here at 6-3. Yes.
Wow.
I will just take a clue though.
You can leave it if you want it to flip instead.
I mean, like, I can only flip one.
Sure, okay.
And
Now,
I
if you're
got,
coming to flip
I
over
get an
here.
evade too.
Yeah.
Right, so. Unless it's better for you.
No, both are fine. Both are fine. Yeah, it's all good.
Because, like, I can't really use the other part for anything else. I would like to be back here, though, because I want to take parts of the cultists to make myself better.
Seems good.
Like some sort of horrible Frankenstein. Like,
I'm for it.
I need this guy's hands because they're better than mine.
You can try to
I'll
evade.
Yeah.
So it's a shroud of 5 now.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're
I got 6. Fuck.
I don't feel bad for you at all.
I've become
okay.
undone.
Yeah, and then money me now.
Cool. I'm gonna investigate.
Clues.
We're gonna go this on this. We're at 6 to whatever our shroud is 3. I'm gonna commit a resourceful to go 7 to 3.
Don't worry, I'll flip these guys and then you can
5
like,
to
not
3?
shoot me.
As long as there's clues here.
Minus
Probably
2.
won't shoot you.
3 to 3. We pass. We'll grab the clues. We're gonna
Nice.
take a picture. We're gonna turn this lucky to our hand. We're gonna get this other curse token out of the bag.
Yo.
I have, what, 2 actions remaining? Oh my god. Give me $1. And then I guess I'm just gonna strike it on my own because it looks like most of these guys are just guys.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out.
Galata, spend 3 resources, parlay, expose a concealed mini card at any location, group them at once per round.
Yo.
I'll then just move up here to check out this other location, see if it has victory. What is this one? This has 3 clues. We have the Istanbul University Shroud 4. Test Brain or Book 6. If you succeed, take control of one of the clues on Clues Unveiled. Max 1 success per game.
Sure. It's
3
got victory.
clues. It does got victory. I have 1 action left.
Investigate.
I think I'm just going to gain a resource. Okay.
Nine cards.
Enemies get a bunch of stuff. So this guy goes to 3. Congratulations, sorry, this guy goes to 1, this guy goes to 1. Congratulations, your clues are now tasty watermelons.
Delicious.
And then if it's excess of 3, right?
Yeah, if it's more than 3.
Perfect. And then we can go upkeep. I got this, I'll take 3 horror.
Nice. Serious chanting.
Nice.
Not really, but you know.
It's a guy.
Nothing's going on, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
The daylight dims, and you strain your eyes to examine why. A strange black shape has begun to crawl its way over the outline of the sun. An eclipse? Whatever this cult is up to, you better stop it soon. In player order, each player must choose either place one clue from the token pool on Clues Unveiled, or search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it. If no cultist enemy is found, place one clue on Clues Unveiled instead.
So they have 1, 2,
shuffle
3,
the
4,
encounter
5,
deck.
6,
Like
7, 8, 9,
search.
10, 11, 12, 13.
For
So
each
we're going to
eclipse
advance
that was
this.
on the agenda,
Nice.
when it advanced, an investigator must resolve the above effect in an additional time.
What?
So now this has one eclipse on it.
Oh, okay.
So
And then
next
we-
time we'd have to do that 4 times.
So find the talisman for the cultists. If either the cults or the investigators in any locations possess the requisite number of clues, we advance. They have 12.
They're doing great.
Yeah. You discover what you believe to be the talisman's resting place and find it already torn apart. Resting on the ground nearby is a torn up manuscript which you hastily begin to restore. In either case, resolve the concealed keyword on each non-weakness cultist enemy not already in the shadows as granted by Agenda 1A. On each non-weakness cultist enemy not already in the shadows.
Yeah, so like we have none of them in play,
Okay.
right? Like,
Oh, yeah, that's
it
what
would,
that
it
would
would be
be, yeah.
like if we had them
Yeah.
engaged or whatever.
Shuffle the encounter discard pile and then set aside Umbral Harbinger, an emissary from the Yuggoth enemies, into the encounter deck and proceed to Act 2 setup in the campaign guide.
Set each of the current locations aside without discarding any cards or tokens at those locations. Those
What?
tokens, along with cards and tokens at those locations, are not considered to be in play during Act 2, but will re-enter play later in the same state. Investigators are not defeated during this process.
Do these count as cards?
Yes?
We
they're
count
cards.
as cards too.
Am I a card?
Hmm. Want to pull me a token out of the bag, Bren? Tell me what you got.
Not really. How about a skull?
Sure.
So you're telling me these guys just get to exist and like kick our asses?
Maybe. We'll find out. See what
They're not in
happens.
play. Okay, no, we're gonna shuffle the concealed main cards together
Okay.
for this.
That makes sense.
So this is the east gate, and this is the entrance. Yeah. Good.
We start at the entrance.
I don't know.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to the bazaar? Let's go! I want to go shopping.
Yeah, we start at the entrance, you're right. Checks out. And then divide the main cards as evenly as possible.
Let's go. Let's have some fun. Find the talisman for the cultists. If either the cult or the investigators at the location designated the East Gate possess the requisite number of clues as a group advance.
This place has Shroud 4. After you move to this location from a connecting location, you test Foot 4. If you succeed, move again. Forced after an enemy moves to this location via hunter or patrol, do it again. So everybody can run through here fast.
Pinks for clues.
Watermelons. Actually, I'm going to put an order in for more dice soon.
I said what I said.
Poetry! Look at that. It's so perfect.
Was
Nice.
give me all your green dice. I'm worried that what you heard
It was giving me
was
some.
give me lots of green dice.
Sure.
Shroud of 4.
Let's do that.
Yeah, alright, it's our turns.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Yep.
Liquid courage and a thieves kit.
These guys look like they're doing pretty
I think we'll pay to keep
good.
this Thieves' Kit.
They really are.
Yeah. But I suppose if we get them and start killing them, that'll be
Yeah,
huge.
I'm gonna fire up
I
the
think this guy
grappling
gets one
hook.
more.
Yeah, you should.
I'll investigate here at 6 to 4.
Nice.
Nice.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just how that'd be.
Yep.
I'll try to evade one of these guys at 6 to 4.
And, okay.
-3. If you fail, place
Jeez.
one of your clues on your location.
Hit me.
Hey, it's like lucky.
Hey.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. What's it like? I've heard stories. So you evaded one of them?
Yeah. We'll take the top one because he's the wizard of the order.
Let's go.
You
That's huge.
are going to die. You're gonna get arrested. I lied. No, that seems bad.
Yeah, I think we want to kill him.
Yeah, this guy needs to die.
So if I evade this guy still,
He'll go back to the shadows.
yeah, okay.
Just eat the damage. and
But
do
like I'll
something
get to take one of his clues.
else. Yeah, but I could kill him.
And I
I
could
would-
also move as part of this grappling hook, I guess, but like I'm not gonna. I think I can engage. That's the other one. Yeah, I'll engage this guy again. Hell yeah. Get in here. Yeah, I'll just finish my turn then.
I'm gonna
Like I could
custom
try to evade
modifications
him, but I
this.
don't think it's good.
No.
For only 2.
I think we want. I think we want to get him off the board.
Fast.
Yeah.
We want to get like. I mean, I was gonna say like it's easy. I want to. We should get these guys out of there, but like.
Yes, Justin.
And I'll shoot that guy you got there. How much punch does he have? 4?
4.
4.
Just a classic guy.
Cool, I have 9.
Pretty good. -3. He's dead. Get a clue?
Yeah.
What happens to the clues that he had?
They just go.
To the wind.
Yeah. Put in the watermelon dish. Oh, replace that with the watermelon dish.
And then I'm gonna play an emergency cache.
I'm gonna use some of his parts to be better.
That's the spirit.
And then play a different backpack. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Get another gun.
3 punch.
That'll be my
Hell
turn.
Cool. We're gonna gain a resource, and we're gonna play Dark Horse.
12.
Seems good.
We're going to Mariner's Compass. So we have 6 to the game's 4. You know what? We're actually gonna pump it up. We're gonna go 7 to 4.
Pump it up.
Beat the tablet.
This is my hand.
That's what I said I wanted to do, and I did it.
Oh, I wonder if I could have evaded. I bet I could have evaded one of these again. Throwing away actions. That's what we do here.
We're gonna pathfind into
Yeah,
this
yeah.
location. That's you. This is me.
I'll move for free.
Grand Bazaar, busy walkway. When you would move out of this location, test foot 3. If you fail, you must either lose one action or cancel the effects of the move. Spicy. All right, upkeep, everybody. These guys add some clues to the watermelon.
Spawn ain't connecting location. Well, you know, Justin. That's the connecting location, so.
It is. I should have wanted to do that as well before this went.
The fuck is there a clue on it? Oh, it's in clips, yeah. Doom.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna get my resource as well.
Light out of the void.
It's like, why is this purple dye here? Oh my god! This looks like a job for Bryn. Maybe Travis will shuffle the deck.
Maybe.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Need 24. We're definitely gonna be able to kill one more of these guys, right?
Can't guarantee anything.
Take a damage on
We have an Umbral Harbinger.
Oh god.
3/5/1 Hunter. When it is dealt damage, place 1 Doom on the cultist enemy nearest to it. One foot.
Well,
I'm gonna probably look at evading these guys, and then maybe Bryn can come in and do some tricks. feel like we got a bit of an unlucky shuffle with all the cultists out at once. We got like so many in the first little bit.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what the scenario's trying to do.
I think we can stabilize though. I think it's still very possible.
Yeah, yeah, the
I will
crit's not
take
great.
the damage instead of placing clues on the men.
Hey, how are we gonna manage things, Bryn?
I mean, like, I can
sorry.
go bail Justin out.
You can just like murder my guy. My weakness, I mean.
I think I might try to evade them. I'll start first.
Sure.
Because I kind of want to also get some clues here.
Sure.
So we're going to go 3-1 against this Umbral Harbinger.
Nice.
And then we're going to go 3-1 against this Lurker in the Dark. -5. 3 is a -2. I'll play a lucky and get +3 and evade him.
Get +2, you mean?
Well, no, because I have Dark Horse, so I get +3 from
Yeah, okay.
that, yeah. Just going to also look at this quickly. I'll keep that on top. Thank you very much. And then we're going to Mariner's Compass. We have 6 to the game's 1. I'm going to go 7-1. Fuck it. We got to go. I'm going to deduction this.
Very fair. Where you gotta go? Da, da, da.
We're good. I'll get 3 clues.
Yes.
And I didn't learn from my mistakes. I'm going to try to leave this location at 3-all. I also could try to reveal one of the concealed cards. That's probably worth my time.
Yeah.
We'll go. Yeah, we'll stay here. We're gonna
Especially if
go.
we're coming in anyway.
Oh no, this is a lightning bolt. That's why I'm doing this. 3-all. What? I'm out of this. Just keep going shopping. After you expose a decoy at this location, move 1 clue from this location to the nearest cultist enemy. All right, I will get all those clues before we start doing anything.
Or we could just
fun.
like pretend that or hope that they aren't there.
Yeah, I mean, I want the clues, so I'm gonna just vacuum them up.
Push through their clue through the location.
Oh, I have no cards in hand? Let's go. No, sorry, I resourceful. I'll get a resource.
You want to go next, Brent, and see what you can do?
Sure. It's an automatic and a fence. I've never been more conflicted in my life.
Who'd have thought you'd
But I
like draw a
think-
fence and you're like,
Yeah.
do I actually want this? Like the fact that it's a question at all.
Yeah, I know, right?
You guys are going, right?
I think the 25
Yeah.
automatic might be a little bit better right now. Oh, maybe not, because there's another one. Yeah, we will take the fence instead. So there is another one, and there's only 6 cards left, so I'll find it in like 2 turns. Anyway.
Fire away.
I think we grab a cache and then play this fence with it as fast.
Sure.
One of them's exhausted, but I'm not using them this turn, so. Again. And then we'll fire this up and we'll investigate here at 6-4.
Nice.
It's a Sinister Aspirant C.
Nice. Guy's got 3 clues on.
And I will try to evade this guy.
Sinister Ass. Oh, the other concealed?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Justin's not in any danger anymore. X to the highest number of clues on a cultist enemy
Oh,
in play
jeez.
to a max of 3,
Yeah,
so
sure.
3.
We'll fail. And then I will not move, I think.
God, this board just like shit.
Yeah, I won't move. We're good. We got Sinister Aspirant C. Yeah.
Okay. Want me to shoot up that guy this turn?
That'd be cool.
Okay.
Any updates?
No.
Oh, you found a cultist. That's
Yeah, I
sick.
found a
That's
Sinister
great.
Aspirant.
Yeah, I'll shoot him with the special. I have 4, 5, 6.
Oh, sorry.
I got
7.
second fence.
I got 7.
He's got 2.
Nice. He'll take 2 damage.
Beauty. Put the red die next to the pink
not
die.
watermelon.
What the frick's going on over here?
It's a different one.
Maybe punch symbols were in.
Would you believe me if I said no?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Like,
lying.
I have everything else.
Okay.
I like with this one, they were like, do you know what's too good? Evading.
Oh, shoot me again.
Flavorfully, though, it's
Well,
really
you
nice.
can just leave the guys on plane and they don't get clues.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
he'll die.
Good kill.
Yeah, I get clues for it, but...
See you later, watermelon die.
Bryn gets to dissect something.
I'll play one in the
Yeah,
chamber.
now I have, I'm an 8-7 instead of an 8-6. How about that?
And for my last action, I'm going to play... I should have gone the Colt.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that Chris's blood?
Just Chris. My in cards?
From Resident Evil? Yeah. Alright,
Okay,
we're
but, like,
at
some of these cards
these
need to be
motherfuckers stand up.
The money part of the deck.
Are those guys cultists?
No.
Okay.
No.
There's a
one's
monster shugga?
Yuggoth and a monster shugga.
Let's go!
2/2 for foot value, or take 2 damage. I'll take the initiative at this. 5/2. Yeah.
Excuse me? Oh. Oh my god. Fears in the dark. If there are no enemies in the shadows, it gains surge. Otherwise, you must decide. Each enemy in the shadows attacks you, or each investigator loses an action. And this is peril. They can each attack me. I got a bunch of soak.
2 and 2 total.
2 and 2, yeah.
Okay.
And by that, I mean
Oh,
Grandma's
no,
going to take some damage. She's going to take some damage. Well, some horror. And I'm going to take a damage.
I'm gonna spend a clue instead of taking 2 damage.
Nice.
I guess I can just put it on her.
If you want, Travis, I am game to try this. Try this nerd. Otherwise, I've got something silly.
I like silly.
I have already made up my mind. I'm gonna do the silly thing.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that you'd be able to kill this Umbral Harbinger.
I mean, I might be able to discard him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh,
his
this
number's
doesn't put him
1.
in- doesn't put him in victory. Just
No, it doesn't.
No.
But I can evade him forever and like dirty fighting him down probably.
Every time we deal damage, we put...
Yeah, no, if we're gonna fight him, then like I should do it.
Okay. I'm going to gain 2 money. I'm going to attempt to like evade this guy because 6 is way better than 2.
Minus
highest
three.
number, yeah, minus 3.
Okay, cool. We'll fail. And then for my last, not really last trick, because this is fast and I've already spent all my actions anyway, I'm going to play this contraband fast and 1 less. You want to double the number of ammo counters on your
That is
32
silly.
goal?
Travis discards it for another hand slot item.
I'm throwing this away for another hand saw him eventually, but yeah, okay. I guess I will punch this location then, and we're just gonna eat damage from those guys. I don't want to eat damage from those guys.
Just let Bryn take him.
Cool, I could try and kill him with a 38 special, but I'll take 2 fight actions. I don't really like that.
Yeah, I can just take damage from this guy. I got +1 sanity. I'm indestructible.
That's the spirit.
Okay, I'll punch this location then.
Like I might not. I mean, I guess I can
For all?
take damage from this guy too if I'm allowed to.
I'm gonna draw a card instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might just be like a draw cards turn, which is awful. It's not. I'm going to take a resource for my second action. I'm going to play my custom modifications in the Colt, because it's fast
Nice.
for 2. And then,
I'm gonna shoot my location. Blat, blat!
no, I'm just going to draw another card for my last action, I think, here.
Okay.
It's not a great turn, but
I have an empirical hypothesis. And then I'm gonna...
Justin gets to play.
yeah.
I mean, I'm off in my own world. I'm just taking pictures in the bazaar.
We just have this nightmare monster web to deal with, and Justin's like,
We're gonna go 6 to 3 here.
Jeez. -3.
Minus 3, that's good. That's be 2 clues for me.
Nice.
I can probably. Oh, maybe I
Two
can.
actions remaining.
Can only be attacked or damaged. Nice try. That's not discarded.
That's not me sending you to literal hell.
Welcome to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
How many clues do we need? We need 24.
Yeah.
Oh,
How you doing, bud?
I have 12. I'm gonna have 12 after this investigate, probably. We're gonna go 6 to 3. Yeah, hell yeah.
Because they're fucking crushing us.
How much do they have right now?
Actually, no, we're tied now. We both have 16.
Let's go. I'm gonna pathfind and keep checking this out. Over here, what do we got? It's the public baths. Let's go. While you're at this weapon, treat the...
Daryl's just like running around with his camera, and they're like, "You can't do that in the public baths."
While you're at this location, treat the text box of each weapon asset you control as if they were blank.
Fuck.
Alright.
Oh no.
I think I am gonna just get a money with Madame LaBranche. And then now we can go enemy phase.
Hi, how are you?
Bong.
If I succeed a test by 3 or more. That's my hypothesis today.
I'm gonna spend a clue instead of taking damage.
Oh my god. Two and 2 again, huh? Oh, we have to do this as well? These guys put 2 on
Yeah,
this.
so you should have 2, and they should. Did they get 2 for? No, 2 total. You mean?
Yeah.
3
yeah.
total.
Where's the third one?
There's 3 of them with 3.
Oh, this guy doesn't add it though, right?
Oh yeah, he doesn't
It's
just
only
get
these
clues.
ones. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just a nerd.
So this guy should still be at 1.
This deck like sucks.
Yeah, I think I'm taking 2 at 2 again because you guys have to solve some problems and I don't want to steal an action from the party. Bye, Grandma!
See you later, clues.
Yep. Everyone, what you got?
Do we want to kill this Umbral Harbinger?
Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna try and kill him. If you can, like, discard the weakness
should
and
have
then
money.
evade him and then do whatever else this turn, that's
But I
probably
think
fine.
I didn't draw a card. That's all stuff I'm supposed to do. Like, we do have to get on these cultists, I guess. We're gonna have to take care of that sooner or later.
Yeah.
I can start trying to fish some out here too. I can only evade them, but that still removes some stuff.
Let's
Maybe not
reveal the
these
top 2
motherfuckers.
cards. It's a
Yeah.
Thieves' Kit and an Automatic.
But these motherfuckers.
I don't think I want either of those right now, because I can't play them. I will use my fences to play this pickpocketing at fast and 1 money.
Mhm.
I will evade the Lurker in the Dark at 6 to 1.
Nice.
See ya. I'll draw a card. We'll lightning bolt him back because he's exhausted. And, I can just do that, hey?
I missed what Bryn read about this card. Oh my god! Anyone have a way to cancel the reverse card of the agenda card? Because that would be really helpful right now.
Nope.
Alright, so what do we think about just like leaving this because it's not a real guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% a decoy. It's just the wind.
Yep.
And the other numbers are all easier.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
down with that.
Let's fire up ye old grappling hook because it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
It's like function the same, statistically the same as the others, so
100%.
We'll move here.
They're all missed. What the fuck?
Yeah, that would be wild.
You getting bonked for that, Brent?
No, it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
sure.
Like, nothing done with the grappling. That's what it says. He said,
seems
reading
good.
it for the 5th time to be sure. Yeah, actions performed with the grappling hook do not.
That's like
provoke
Justin
attacks
reading
of
or
opportunity.
vice versa. What the vice versa? What the? Okay, I know this makes
So
sense.
we'll move here.
Oh wait, does it?
We'll
Vice versa.
investigate. And,
The investigate's really nice for exposing these guys.
Yeah,
Let's go.
automatically
Do you want this one?
succeed. Yeah, sure.
It's just the wind.
Fuck.
There you go.
Um,
Can't all be guys.
I mean,
Kind
they
of the
could.
point of the thing. It'd be a nightmare if they're all guys.
and
kinda
then
the
I
point of the
can I get evade again. Or engage, but that doesn't do anything. So like I could flip this one too and hope that it's also a guy.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, sure.
Any
I'm
doom
gonna
we get
take
off this
damage
board
for
is
it, but,
great.
like, you know, theoretically there's a Gregory Gry in my deck somewhere.
You have one action left, eh?
No, I'm done after that, I think.
Oh.
Because I evaded this guy normally
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then took this thing.
Okay.
Did you engage him again with your
Yeah, with
fancy
my lightning
ability?
Hey.
I think it's worth it.
So yeah, I mean like
If you're
this
okay
will-
with taking the damage.
I mean like what the other choice is like they scrub crush us.
Yep. One of the two. So pick your poison. Oh, okay,
No,
sure. There's
doesn't matter what I did.
yeah. Why don't you go, Travis?
I can't kill one of those guys unless I just like hope it's this acolyte, I guess.
Yeah.
Those are pretty low odds though. But like it's kind of what we got. So you know, I'll come in here and I'll punch the location.
Let's
4-1.
go.
You know what? I'll shoot the location.
Let's go.
It'll be
6 to 5 to 1.
I had 12 bullets. Yeah. Fuck.
This card's just gonna be all of them on one art.
Yeah.
It's like all 4. What?
The Franken
Hi.
cultist.
Oh no, not the Franken cultist. We can't beat him.
I'm gonna play Mr. Melson, and
Nice.
I'm gonna just. This one punishes us for having clues, right?
This one is if you move out, you have to test for 3. If you fail, you either lose an action or cancel the move. When you would move out of this, yeah. This one is after you expose a decoy here, place a clue from this location there. Oh, there's no clues there. I took pictures of everything at the crowded shops.
Oh, Brent, you trust me to blast that guy a little bit? What, they have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, huh? We got 10 to work with, or 10 clues.
And
Yeah, this is gonna give us 4 more though.
that is true.
Okay, maybe we don't shoot that guy this turn. Maybe we just try to do the foot test.
You trying to leave?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. 3-all. I believe. I believe.
Stupid.
All right. We're gonna play this Hawkeye folding camera, and then we're going to investigate with the Mariner's Compass. We have 6 to the game's 2. I will get an evidence on my empirical hypothesis and grab 2 clues. And then I'm just gonna investigate again. 6 to 2. Alright, let's keep taking pictures of things.
Just cruise around.
Darkened Alley, increases difficulty to fight or evade concealed mini cards at this location by 2. Sorry, I also gotta take a picture of that previous location. 1 clue? Why am I wasting my time? Alright. Enemy phase, upkeep, yada yada yada. 2 of these.
Doing flips. So we're gonna spawn some more dudes.
We have what, a Wizard of the Order, an Acolyte, and we could probably take an Acolyte, right? Because do we get to choose, or is it random?
You get to choose. We could take the Acolyte for sure.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Let's fish them out.
So we have like 4 concealed guys. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do that one for your first choice. Because we have to resolve it twice, right?
Yeah.
Because then we can put one here and then one goes there.
Doesn't one have to go here?
Is it where they spawn?
It's like as evenly as possible.
Yeah. So then this one would be one. But is there, or is it like one on your starting location? Or is it just always like there?
I think it's just as evenly as possible.
Okay, why don't we do that then? Because
Yeah.
that works.
That is way better than...
Yeah.
So we're like 5 of 11. I don't think we want to take the Wizard of the Order.
No, Sinister Aspirant. He's manageable. Like, it just takes turns for him to get
I'd
there.
actually rather take the Wizard of the Order over the Aspirant, but
Easier to kill,
yeah.
because you can do it in one shot.
Yeah, like they take up Doom at the same time rate, right?
They do.
So
You don't do a Wizard of the Order?
it does like increase the odds of us finding a cultist negligibly. Like,
Yeah,
very
we can
small
put
amount.
like one here and then like one there, right?
Yeah.
Then it's a 50% chance you can find him.
Yeah, sure. Don't put 2 clues on here, I guess. Unless one of you wants to find the Sinister Aspirant.
Not really. Like, we're kind of drowning in this shit, so...
Yeah, I know. I'm like, we're kind of making it worse, but at the same time, like, I can't not.
Bryn, do you want to go this an additional shuffle before we put them out? Just because. And then we do one there, one there.
Can't we put one here?
We could put one there, yeah, if you want to. I think the one that Travis is on, he can kill
Sure.
it.
I'd rather remember its location because
Sure.
the one shroud.
It's just, like, way easier to find them here.
Sounds great.
It's never as close.
Oh,
Ancient
sweet.
Evils.
Do you want a different card instead, Justin?
Yeah, sure. So I draw an additional card?
Yeah, you need to pick one to draw one to discard.
Whoa. Barkham Horror. If there are no cultist enemies in play, take 1 horror. Otherwise, place 1 doom on the enemy and test spray an X or X enemy's fight value. If you fail, take 2 horror. So it's either a doom on the agenda or a clue on one of these guys.
Put a clue on Acolyte.
And the other one's discarded, right?
Yeah, it's discarded.
See you later. Alright, yeah, win on this, and then I test against the enemy's fight value. So we're going to go 2 to 4. I'm just going to take 2 horror. I'm okay with
left, Bryn. Fuck.
Yeah, better than... Nah, well, Burn would have drawn the other one.
Yeah.
I think it's okay if I take the horror. Alright, so how many clues do these fuckers got? 3, 6, 9, plus 12, so that's 21, 22. They have enough. This flips.
Sweet.
Cool.
Alright, if the cult reached the clue threshold first, attach the twisted anti-prism key to the cultist with the most clues.
Choose you.
And then we go back to the old map.
Which side? Unstable?
It doesn't specify.
Other rules probably
It
says
probably
the
doesn't
unstable
matter
one.
too much, right?
It does if they can shift them, but...
Oh, here's some more concealed guys. Here you go, Travis. I'll give you all.
This scenario's kind of hell.
It's a tough one.
I think we needed to, like, work on flipping the guys a little quicker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because there aren't enough clues to beat them.
All right. Pick a set aside. To the left of the entrance. Oh, to the left of the entrance to the Grand Bazaar. Let's get that guy back out there. We can just reset the decoys as they were because it doesn't matter. To the left of the entrance.
We have this one.
Yeah, there's the. So we need the entrance.
We have this one.
That one's up here.
This was our entrance.
There's entrance.
And we had this one.
You're supposed to decoy. That one was there.
And the other one we don't know.
Yep, that one's just face down.
So like we just recycled.
Yeah, just get them back out. Sorry, no, these guys should stay the same, so we'll just put them as they were on that previous one. So you had 3 of them here.
And then what? Like 2s?
2s everywhere else, yeah. And then Travis had a clue on his location.
Yep.
Travis was here, Bryn, you were here, and I was up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Put these 2 locations. So put the to the left. These 2 connections are connected to one another for the rest of the scenario. Put the Galata docks into play.
Okay. Connects to diamond and cross. So up here.
If the call reaches the clue threshold first, for every player more clues than they had than the investigators, move the cultist enemy with the twisted anti-prism once towards the Galata docks. Sorry, go back to the top. Reveal. Oh, we reveal all the fuckers. Okay.
That's
Oh, it's a chase scene.
Yeah.
The key art. So then we put all these guys.
Like, you know.
So you have to live and play now.
Yeah. Do you want to just use the minis so we don't have
Sure.
to move them?
Yeah.
That'll probably just be easier.
Yeah, the acolytes are the same guys. So. You stupid motherfucker.
Is that A?
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
You came to the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Is-
Yeah, we can just. I'll just go to that one because he's out over here already. So, if the cult reaches the threshold first, for every player more clues they had than the investigators, move the cultist enemy with the twisted anti-prism once towards the Galata docks.
Where's engagement? You can't do
So,
that.
how many do we have? We have 13,
Yeah, and they had like
24.
25.
25. So that's a 12 difference. So they move
Four.
4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good.
Each cultist enemy loses each of their clues. We get our dice back.
I wanted that.
Not these two. Flip the unveiling story card to its other side, removing all clues from advance the act agenda directly to the chase. It is both the current act and agenda.
Each non-weakness enemy gains hunter, prey, investigator with the twisted anti-prism. If the twisted anti-prism is attached to that enemy, it instead gains patrol Galadox. Force and one or more doom will be placed on enemy. Instead, it moves and attacks as if it were the enemy phase. Oh, that's gonna suck.
That's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah. Force, after a non-weakness enemy attacks the investigator with the twisted anti-prism, they get it and then shift it. As a reaction, after you evade or defeat the enemy with the twisted anti-prism, take control of attaching to your investigator. The chase is 3 doom. Objective, get this thing out of here. If an investigator
This guy should be
with the
here.
anti-prism is at the docks, you go R1, and if they get to the docks, R6.
Did he not get to move 4?
No, I had 3 extra clues.
Oh, okay.
That they were just pink.
Oh,
So he moved 1 less.
nice.
Alright, let's get that thing. Investigator with the twisted is on the Galata docks. We may proceed to resolution 1.
Well, I can catch up to him now.
Yeah, this thing might slow you down a bit, but maybe we can help you through it.
Yeah, let me go first then. I can move here for my first action. Second, I can move, and I can throw these out for 2. Put me at 4 to
4 to 3.
4 to 3 of Burning Ice, spare feats. Actually, sorry, before we do it, Brennan, do you think it's better for me to come in and hold your guys and you can go after this nerd?
I mean, like, I can pass this, and I can probably pass this.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll move into your location. And I'm gonna
I'm surrounded.
shoot the acolyte. You also have like the Wizard of the Order engaged with you, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be. Luckily, I have some evidence.
I've got 7 to 3 for the acolyte.
I'm fucking fighting my way out of here. Minus
me?
0.
He'll
Oh, no,
die.
-3. If it's Act 3, it's -3.
Sure, he'll still die. The Acolyte. And then... You still have to evade one of them. So,
No, that's what the grappling hook's for, right?
yeah.
Zoid!
Just give me one.
I mean, I don't. It's not actually more efficient,
That is true, but it looks cooler.
unless I
And
want to
if-
investigate here. But or this guy's aloof.
No.
If he's aloof, then it is better.
He's got patrol. Yeah, like, give me one of your guys, I guess, so you don't have to evade him.
Oh, luckily you can kill this guy now with all impunity.
Yeah. This turn's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be a little. Next couple turns gonna be a little rough. Got some health and sanity spare, but
Well, these guys won't... No, they'll move here, but also some of them can come to me, too. Because I'm going to be there, hopefully. Okay. Brandon, why don't you go next?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm gonna do this.
I
Anyway.
mean, they're all gonna come to you, Justin,
Why?
because they have Hunter, and you're the nearest person.
Well, I'm moving down here, so I'm going to have this
Okay.
one. This guy's going to be exhausted, so...
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Grappling
you'll
hook
take the
says
turn,
that I
yes.
get to move. They are one at a time. Yeah. Take up to 3 basic actions from the following list in any order. Okay, so do I get to test this before I finish choosing this?
Yes, I believe that is... it's like a...
Yeah.
It just interrupts the
Like
thing. There's like a
triggered ability being put on this.
like a nested. It's like a nested
Yeah.
thing, yeah, or something like that. There's like so. For example, if you evade with grappling hook, you get to do a
Yeah.
dirty fighting. It just interrupts it.
We'll throw this at the test, because what are we going to do? Play the trench coat? Probably not. I guess we're also going to look at these.
See if
So
one of them
dirty
just
fighting,
gives you.
No, we don't want this.
See if one of them gave
That's
foot
okay.
symbols.
Yeah, so we're on 7 to 4.
Nice.
Probably
It covers the
good enough.
majority of the tokens. Nice.
We'll
All
take
right.
our bonus move to be here.
Wait a minute. That's Kaimani. That's Kaimani.
Yep.
What?
We'll evade this guy, and we're gonna throw this pickpocketing at it.
I don't think I
That's
got these clues.
part 2.
This one I didn't. I got these clues. I didn't get that one. -3.
-3, so we have 1, 2, 7.
Nice. So then... So you got the Twisted Anti-Prism.
Oh, okay. What do you do?
So, Brandon, you just got to get to the docks.
Yep.
Can he take it back?
Yes, if they attack you.
Okay.
After a non-weakness enemy attacks you, so... No, that guy's not.
This
He's a
guy's a
weakness.
weakness, yeah.
He's like, I don't have fingers.
Hey.
I'll take the investigate action, I guess, because why not?
Yeah.
It's free.
6 to 5?
6 to 2 or 6 to 5, yeah, because this has a thing on it still.
Yeah.
That's okay. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not important. Oh yeah, I guess before that we want to take this dirty fighting too, because that's.
Oh, yeah, yeah. To punch the guy?
Yeah, might as well. We're 5 to 2.
Nice.
Haha, you like that? And then for my last trick, I think I'm just gonna take the damage off this lurker in the dark and hope I don't die. Yeah. I'm gonna play this sneak by, and no, it has to be his action, doesn't it? No, it isn't. It's just a reaction effect. It's when you
evade.
When you attempt to evade an exhausted non-elite enemy, add your book to your skill value for this attempt. Yeah, right. That's
try to get rid of
just
this
what
guy?
they do. Yeah, we're gonna play this on this. Gain our money. We've got 7, 8 to 4. think that's just how it be.
Good man. Yeah. Discarded.
Take them away, toys. Give them the old aim. We're getting into one. I'll use these pickpockets to draw a card. Ha! It doesn't kill me. That's sick.
It only makes me stronger.
And that's all I get to do. This guy's gonna get to bean me.
Okay. We're gonna attempt to evade this thing. I'm gonna spend an evidence to go 3-0. Yeah, it's a 0.
Nice.
Okay.
You gonna move down and get your new buddy?
Yeah, we're gonna move in here and give me that guy.
Hello, Justin. Do you remember me, Daryl? It's Steve from Arkham. I'm in a cult now.
No, Steve, we warned you.
It's not a cult.
I'm part of an organization now.
I have 2 actions left. Well, I'm gonna kill Steve.
Brutal.
We're gonna go 2-1. Ooh.
I'm not gonna kill Steve.
Not today.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. Just mitigate some of this damage I'm about to get fucking showered with. That's okay, we can do that. Alright, this guy's gonna... Enemy phase, so this guy's gonna attack me.
I already marked him.
Oh, and they all have Hunter, right?
Yeah. Let's go stand up. You want these guys to just, like, slide down here? Or
Yeah.
you want them to move over here?
Are you okay to take one of them? Or are you in too
Yeah,
much
I mean,
pain?
like, I think we're gonna end the game next round.
I think so, yeah.
Ideally.
I
So-
can't end the game this turn.
Why not?
Because I can't move that many times and still be alive.
Oh.
I have 2 health remaining.
Oh, you're
This
gonna
guy
get
does
bonked.
1. Yeah.
Have you taken your damage for this
Yes.
round yet? So you have 2 left whole.
Yeah.
So you might be able to.
Can I move across here?
No, but you can.
No.
Okay.
Oh, right. There's another.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
What is the text on the docs?
You can only enter it from the Gilata.
That's an additional cost.
You must discard any combination of cards from your hand or assets from your play area with at least 3 matching skill icons. Joke's on you, everything I have is a foot icon.
Yeah, it seems easy enough.
Okay. If I take this...
I just can't move that.
Like, can
many.
you take
I'm
this
gonna
guy
have
and,
to-
like,
These
just-
guys don't come to us this turn. They're here.
But don't they have Hunter? And they're... Well, this guy gets a Doom on him, so this guy's gonna... Like, don't they have Hunter?
Yeah, they have Hunter.
So then this guy moves here, and then this guy moves in the, enemy... This guy gets Doom at the end of the enemy phase.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't get to attack.
No, it moves and attacks it for the enemy
Oh,
phase.
okay. That's cool.
It's only when Doom is placed on them, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you want to take this guy?
Yeah, I can.
Cool, because you could probably kill him. And if not, I can come and help do some things as well, if all goes well.
Same damage. It's like not very different at this point.
And then I take...
We don't have a
meat.
Doom clock anymore, do we?
We put Doom on this.
Yeah.
Oh, 3.
You do a doom clock.
Yeah,
Oh,
3.
okay. Gotcha.
Evil card Travis, and upkeep.
I don't have a clue. Oh, thank fucking God, it's just a locked door.
Oh, let's go! Everything's
Hey.
locked up tight, boys!
I have a clue, so I guess I'll test book 4.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll put it down. That's okay. I'm not on a location with victory. It's a little bit scary though.
I'm gonna.
We just have to
go
survive,
first.
Travis.
Yeah.
Oh, this
maybe,
guy
maybe-
moves and attacks me.
Yeah, whatever. I drew the token.
Yeah.
I should have used this to be at 6
Mm.
to keep the clue. Because if I don't have the clue and I draw the hunting shadow, I just die.
Okay.
Sports. You know, just don't do it.
Well, You know, I don't really have any control over that, so.
I can cheat if you want.
You got handcuffs, this nerd. 8 to 4.
Arkham Horror again. Oh, there might not be one left in the deck. Yeah, there's no way there's one left in the deck because there's 3 here.
Nice.
Okay. We're good. My mistake will not penalize me in any way, shape, or form, he said, knowing that now that he'd said it, it will. Somehow.
No, I'll evade this guy, I guess.
3 to 1.
I'll evade him successfully.
Nice job. Anyways, I started blasting.
Well, I can do that in this after
Oh.
come hit me.
Place 1 Doom on the cultist enemy nearest to no, because you can put it on him.
I can't.
Oh, because he has the thing.
Handcuffs.
Because he's under arrest.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Some of the cultist. I think it would. I think it would try to, but just wouldn't.
I'm gonna try.
I don't think you can make. I don't think you're allowed to make choices that result in no
Yeah, that's fair.
change. If like a choice that resulted in change could be made.
I mean, it's not really a choice though. It's just
It's
like
because this
he's
is the nearest one, yeah.
Yeah, he fulfills the criteria. You just can't have Doom put on.
Yeah.
Brian, what are you thinking this turn?
Hmm?
You already.
Oh. I thought I already went.
No, it's
No, that was last turn. Oh, did you not do upkeep?
No.
Yeah, go for it.
you drew your false lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, why don't you go? Because right now we're just in survival. We're just fighting in the bazaar like a cool action movie.
Yeah.
It's like the Mummy. I'm like, ah, I'm on a ladder. Ah!
Yeah. Let's figure this.
And we're all just arresting people. He has no authority here to do that, mind you.
I'll pay to.
Authority was I have 8 fists and a pair of handguns.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is some sort of intensely illegal thing you're doing. But I mean, I was in the baths taking picture of people, so what do I know?
Like my thing's probably still more illegal, but
yeah.
there's like a man chained to a radiator or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess I'll
It's actually
invade this guy.
I want to stay at 1.
That's the thing to do.
I'm not going to draw the cards because, like, there is one that would also kill me.
Nice.
So.
And now you're just gonna move.
Yeah, and then we just move twice.
Nice.
Fly away now.
All right. I am gonna attempt to evade some men. We're gonna try to evade this Wizard of the Order, and we're gonna be unrelenting. And I'm gonna seal. Oh, I can't say no to cards. +1/0/0. We're 4 to 2. -3. I'll be lucky.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to attempt to evade this guy at 5 to 2. Yeah, 5 to 2. My wedding ring fell off in here? I hear it in there, it's different than the others. We do pass.
Oh, man.
We're going to pathfind into this location. And then we're going to attempt to evade this guy.
Sure.
Daryl's just running around popping flashbulbs.
Oh, God. We're going to go 4 to 2. Nah. Place a clue on my location.
That's right. It's either, but yeah. You're not at my location.
No, I path found. Oh, no, I'm on this one. Thank you. Okay. Enemy phase?
You're wearing ring,
Got
and
it. I get bonked for 1 meat damage, but we ain't dead yet. I'm gonna die. Oh, no. We'll be okay.
Bryn, do your upkeep.
I don't want to.
You have to. You've been forgetting.
It's not. I don't want to.
Show no clue. Oh yeah, there's cultists in play. Don't worry, game.
Oh, am I dead?
Brain 2. I'll go 3-2.
There can't be any punishment if I kill this woman, right?
No.
Oh no, I'm gonna die no matter what. Yeah, I'm dead.
I mean,
Because this guy's gonna activate at the end of the Mythos phase.
Bonk him.
So I put 2 here. I'm gonna take 3 damage. We don't have enough. Daryl's dead.
Sage.
But I'm gonna have it so that
Can you die to the cultist, the wizard arrow, so he doesn't come hit me?
yes.
That would be.
She
nice.
will die too, though. We'll just remember that. She was defeated in this. I don't know if it'll matter, but we'll just keep track of that. Rest in peace, Daryl.
Guys, bad news.
What?
It's a Tenebris eclipse. We can't look at.
Oh, shit!
Ben, can you just leave?
Probably. There's a locked door here, but that doesn't change anything.
I can't kill this harbinger without dying, so.
Yeah. As an additional cost for me to enter, I must discard any combination of cards from my hand or asset. Or like, which ones do you want? Like these 3, or like, I don't know, like these and that one.
All of the above.
Give the
we'll-
game.
Yeah, we'll like throw these ones away. See what the other side of this card says.
You may
It's
pursue
got
the other one.
5.
I'd like to pursue the other one.
It's got 5 shroud, 3 clues, victory 1. You can only enter it from the as an additional cost. You got to discard cards. No further text, Your Honor.
R1, baby.
Yeah, I can't get that many clues. I can't probably hardly even get clues from a location with 5 shroud.
Once you and Eki are safely out of the city,
I wouldn't be so sure about
you
that.
seal the talisman back in its case. Speaking the proper words contains power. As you do, the uncanny eclipse looming over the city comes to a swift end. The cell is working with them, or is to see them are 3.
That's a spicy scenario.
Eki breathes an unsure sigh, worry still etched in her expression. Well, in case they saw me, I should probably leave Istanbul for a short while. I'll have to put in a leave of absence to the museum. In the meantime, she turns to face you, eyebrows raised. As for our agreement, and we are working with her, so R4. You hand over the talisman, trusting that Eki will keep it safe in her possession as promised. She breathes a sigh of relief as she stores it safely in her side pack. Thank you for trusting me, she says. I'll keep it on my person at all times. You take a moment to look out over the sea and appreciate the beauty and the gentle waves glimmering with the reflection of the now shining sun. Finally, you ask Ek where she will go now that her position in Istanbul is compromised. There is a place where the coterie meets in secret to go over important happenings. We do not consort often, but I believe these events warrant a caucus. I will call the rest to assemble.
Let's call it a quorum.
Yeah. She sneaks a furtive glance in your direction. Perhaps when that time comes, we will meet again. As you leave Istanbul behind, you allow yourself a bit of hope. We have victory X, which is probably 0.
It's at least 2.
It's 2.
Yeah, there's worse things.
That's Daryl, baby.
Record that she trusts the cell. 5, 4, 4.
That's not what I want. I want this.
She is the bearer of the Twisted Antiprism. And mark 3 time in your campaign log. You may embark 1, and we have a little thing to read.
I don't know about you, but I love when we get to read little things.
I'm getting a little bit over it.
I don't know about you, but I love when Travis has to read.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, that's the thing. I don't have to read. Only Travis does.
Epsilon. As you traverse the streets, you flinch at every shifting shadow and every passerby wearing red. You're definitely being followed. But you have no lack of enemies who might fit the bill. For the remainder of the campaign, whenever you're setting up a scenario, perform the following. Gather each of the enemies in the red coterie encounter set whose name matches those you haven't seen the last of in your campaign log. Choose one at random and shuffle into the encounter deck for the scenario.
That's so sick! That's great! So we have the red glove man and the beast with 2 backs?
No, it's just the... Oh, yeah, it's the last of the beast and the red glove man. Yeah,
That's
shit.
okay. The beast's a little bitch. You just go into his house and push
That's
him
so
over.
sick. I love that mechanic. Anyways, we have a map to look at. It doesn't end there, Travis. Here, let's put these
No,
to the
but I
side.
can find these guys. I'm doing this. It's
All right. So, Brandon, Travis and I kind of mapped out 2 potential routes for your interest. So, because we are in we're in Istanbul. So we can move up, we're like 2 thoughts. We move up to Moscow through Stockholm, and then we start heading towards like America down here.
Reykjavik's where the bears are.
That is true. We can also the other one is we go through Kabul to Bombay, and then we can go up to Kathmandu, Shanghai, Tokyo, into America this way.
I'm game either way.
No, you have to pick, Brendan.
Yeah, because those are 2. One was my route, one was Travis's route.
Right, so like we can go to Reykjavik and raid the seed vaults that don't exist and won't exist for another, what, like 60 years? 50 years? Or we could go all the way to Kathmandu.
Yeah, we go all the way to Kathmandu.
Yeah, we could. Those are the choices, yep.
Okay, just so I'm clear. Arkham's not even a point of interest or whatever.
No, it's a side scenario.
Do any of these require Travis to get a side scenario and set it up?
The only one would be Arkham.
Exactly the same.
Jeez. Well, I think we should go to Reykjavik then.
Cool. So we're gonna travel to Moscow, Travis, 26G. That's gonna cost us 1 time.
G. Quid pro quo.
Not to be confused with something else.
You are in Moscow.
I had a joke for
quid
that.
pro quo too. The Foundation's base of operations in Moscow is just a 5-minute walk from St. Basil's Cathedral, a nondescript door set into a modern constructivist structure overlooking a cobbled street. The corridor inside feeds into a cramped stairwell that descends deeper than you could have anticipated to a red door set in a flaked, whitewashed wall. After identifying yourself, you are led into a long, well-lit hallway with lavish carpeting. It seems you'll follow instructions well, says a voice. You turn to see a tall, athletic woman in a well-tailored suit. Valeria Antonova. We have met before. Call me Lara. Now, please follow me. Agent Antonova leads you through a labyrinthian set of passageways past a set of double doors to a white tiled room flecked with grime and what you hope is red rust. On an operating table in the center, what looks like a person is strapped to a metal slab restrained with tight leather straps.
It only looks like a person, I promise.
Looking at the humanoid shape makes your head swim. Its features are blurred as if in constant motion, like a hummingbird in flight. You catch only glimpses of its features, a Stygian eye, clenched teeth, nervous twitching. Lara, another agent interrupts. The commissar needs your attention. Agent Antonova looks sternly at you. This is a paradimensional being. Please keep your distance. I will be but a moment. The agent leaves. As you look at the sharp implements mounted to the wall of the lab, you wonder what experiments the being has endured. Judging by the subject's well-tailored black suit, you wonder if it used to be a Foundation agent. After a minute of silence, it begins to flail around the table, widening and shrinking its mouth to a wide dark O, always facing you. You keep your distance, trying to look away. Please excuse me. Agent Antonova re-enters the room. The being on the table stops flailing. There is another matter I must attend to. Unfortunately, we do not have the resources to escort you around our facilities, so I must ask you to leave. However, the Foundation does wish to assist in any way it can. Please tell us what we can do for you.
I don't know. Give us like a higher education.
We'd like to get around faster, we'd like some supplies, or we'd like some intel on Subject 28I.
The Havana. That was the one that we thought was interesting. We can do that.
Yeah?
Or we can get into a plane and fly to Anchorage.
What do you think, Brent?
You're the federal agent. I'm sure you know best.
And the player must take the supplies for the one experience. Let's get some intel on Subject 28I.
Yeah, because then we have a goal, right? We can start heading to Havana.
Agent Antonova digs through some old files and pulls out a dossier filled with information on a man named Desiderio Delgado Alvarez. From what we can tell, subject number 28 lived a perfectly mundane life in Havana until the age of 19, when his involvement with organized crime drew the attention of the coterie. You wonder aloud if he was a rum runner, and she shakes her head sternly. Quite the opposite, in fact. Desiderio's brother was the one involved in such matters before his murder at the hands of a rival gang. It seems Desiderio then acquired a key and was using it to take revenge, hence the coterie involvement. Seeing his talent, they decide to induct him. In your campaign log, record the cell knows Desi's past. You may embark.
All right, so we can head into Stockholm through Reykjavik to Arkham down here. So that would be then like 1, 2, 3, 4 to Bermuda. We can also go from Moscow to Tunguska. We can go 1, 2, and then reach Shanghai, Tokyo, coming this way. Those are 2 paths that we can do if we wanted to go to Havana. This one I think is actually going to be less, because if we stop in San Francisco, we can go to Havana. I think Travis is just going to have to read a million things. I can also tag in if you want me to read too. I'm okay with that. I kind of like going this way, and then we come in this way. Yeah, we come in this way. Sure.
We'll do that. What's
All
next?
right, so 2 time, and we're doing Shanghai, 32J.
Okay, well, we have a beta thing to read now. You receive a code missive from Commissioner Taylor herself. Agents, not long ago, a massive explosion occurred near the Tungskava River in Siberia. It's a Russian word I'm not going to pronounce. It is classified as an impact event, but this is just a cover story. Our intel now indicates coterie involvement. I have reason to believe this may be the site of one of their sanctums, perhaps even their primary city house. You have to clearance to investigate the site, but be prepared for anything. Add 1 cultist to the bag. In the Central Asia zone of the campaign log, find Tungskunda. In its spot rate 59Z. You are now allowed to travel this location when you embark. Note this will end the campaign. You may wish to,
Let's go!
you may wish to investigate further, but be wary of how much.
I was going to say, well, we're in Shanghai. We might as well go to Tunguska.
What's Shanghai's number?
32J.
A coiled serpent. You send a missive to Agent Flint ahead of your arrival, setting a meeting place and time, Jian Temple at noon, and head there as soon as you arrive, entering the broad stone courtyard of the temple's entrance. After a short while, a tourist approaches you and asks in English, "You sure you're alone?" It takes you a moment to realize that the tourist is none other than Flint in a subtle yet convincing disguise.
He looks like Bob Jenkins.
He narrows his eyes at your stare. "Answer me," he says, scanning his surroundings. You assure him that you haven't been followed. Can't be too careful. Eyes everywhere. I have a lead on one of those coterie types here in Shanghai, just like the Foundation's intel suggested. They call her subject number 46Q, aka Lady with the Red Parasol. Sure enough, she brings that parasol everywhere she goes. As far as coterie insignias go, it's not the most subtle. While he whispers, he pulls out a large camera and tripod from his duffel bag and painstakingly sets up a shot of the temple. You wonder aloud in the world what Flint is up to. Stop staring, he hisses under his breath. Then you spot other tourists taking photos as well, and you realize that Flinter's better blending in than you are. The last time I saw the lady with the parasol, she was leaving a meeting between several wealthy British and Chinese businessmen. Railwaymen, he says quietly, head still down. Women aren't usually allowed at such meetings, nor are regular citizens. To be in that room, you have to be able to get the attention of these powerful men, which means you're either very powerful or obscenely wealthy. Flint takes a few photos and moves to a new spot and starts the tedious process of focusing the camera all over again. Within 2 weeks of that meeting, they announced a lucrative new contract. Seems all their competitors were convinced for one reason or another to step away from the project, which left them to rate their own ticket, name their own price. He slowly scans the courtyard again, careful to move just his eyes and not his head. Could be she has leverage on them. Maybe she's just that charming, but I'm willing to put my money on it being the influence of a key. If that's true, that's imperative that we're not made. Flint's paranoia is infectious. Check the campaign log. We told the truth to Taylor because...
Because truth and friendship is how we're going to win the day.
Yeah. Look, I would tell you more, maybe even let you help me out here, but you made it pretty clear you're a bit chatty, and that last thing I need is for the coterie figuring out I'm onto them. So, how about we split up? Yeah, that's fair. Keep doing what you're doing, I'll contact you and have a good week. Without letting you protest, Flint picks up his camera and leaves. Your campaign log record Flint is working solo.
Flint, you should go to Tunguska.
Go take some pictures there.
So we have like a color out of space is like the theme here, right?
On your campaign log, find the 6th spot from the current time, and write a Greek letter. I forget which one it is. Psi. Thank you. You may embark.
Count
All right.
backwards from
So
20.
if we're going to Havana, we have 3 steps either way. One is going through this place where we don't have a thing, or we go through Shanghai. So we go through Tokyo, San Francisco, then we go to Havana.
Let's do Tokyo and San
All right,
Francisco.
1 time to go to Tokyo.
Okay. What's the thing?
37.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Special delivery. Cells Delivering Foundation Intel? Nope. You're in Tokyo. Special delivery 1. Soon after arriving in Tokyo, you wander the city's winding streets in the rain before sitting down at a food stall. Before you can order, a figure in a trench coat and a wide-brimmed hat sits down next to you, whispers a phrase in a crisp British accent. 6 lines prowled at dusk. The phrase's significance dawns on you after a moment, and you hurriedly recite the call back to the foundation operatives taught you. A pride feasts in darkness. The person next to you lowers the wide brim of her coat to reveal herself as Commissioner Taylor. She orders ramen for you both, and looks away. Before you ask, no, it's not coincidence, and no, I will not tell you how I knew you would be here. It is my job to know more than you. You tell her she seems as brusque as usual, and a faint smile tugs at the edge of her lips. Familiarity breeds liability, so let us keep this professional.
I don't
Tell me
like
what
you.
you've learned so far.
Not much, to be honest.
You share a worried look at the crowd around you. The commissioner shakes her head. I saw to it that you were not followed. Talk. Your eyes wander to the gun holstered in her belt, and you wonder what lengths she went to in the name of privacy. Digging into the steaming bowl of ramen, you recount your findings so far. The rain falls hard around you, mingling with the smell of grilled meats and sweet spices. You spy a flash of red in the cloud. When you look, all you see is a reflection on a blood-red fan. The commissioner snaps her fingers. You continue. Once you finish your report, Taylor pays for the meal and stands. Sounds as though your efforts are, shall we say, adequate, she says primly. However, the Foundation has a request. We need you to deliver a package to our sanctum in Lagos. Please see that it is delivered safely. She hands you a sheaf of documents bound with cord. Campaign log record the cell is delivering intel.
You want us to go to Lagos and we're in Tokyo? Go yourself, lady.
Yeah, that's probably not happening.
No, there's no way we're going to Lagos.
Each investigator must add 1 copy of Foundation intel to their deck.
Okay.
Mark 1 time in your campaign log. You may embark.
All right, on to go to San Francisco to find Charlie Kane.
Charles King Esquire.
This actually negates my weakness completely. Like, I'm fucked. I actually can never get rid of this underprepared now if I draw this first.
Nice.
You know?
So where we going now?
San Francisco, that is 26G.
Yeah, okay.
I can't believe that.
Ah, it's quid pro quo again. Welcome back. A set of obscure and overly complex instructions leads you to a drab 2-story stone building on the edge of San Francisco's Chinatown neighborhood. Inside, a board attendant slumps behind a desk near a brass elevator. Punching a specific code, the elevator takes you deep underground, farther than you would have predicted. On floor -14, you step out and are greeted by an imposing man in a well-tailored suit and black fedora. Archibald Hudson. We met in London, he reminds you. Your cell is quite the talk around the office. The office leads you down a seemingly endless hallway lined with cloves. Each clove displays something different, a model of a hollow earth, a crystal skull, a map with ley lines and other unknown markings. You pause and look at a half-eaten ear of corn still steaming. From what I hear, the corn's been cooked perfection for the last 2 decades. So is the dame who was eating it. Agent Hudson says grimly. Looking at the paradimensional relics gives you a headache. Your eyes struggle to focus on them. They're both there and not there at the same time. Hudson ushers you down a side hall into a boxy room crammed with metal filing cabinets and sits down behind a heavy wooden desk. He speaks into a ring and spring microphone. File number 26G2. Interview conducted by Hudson Archibald. Designation 42A6951. That's Agent Hudson to you. He arches an eyebrow. Over the next several hours, you answer a gauntlet of grueling questions about your experience thus far, ranging from the past day of your experience in London. When it's all done, Agent Hudson leans back and lights a cigarette. I'll admit I was skeptical about you from the start, but Commissioner Taylor's good instincts, I haven't seen them steer her wrong yet, he says. You've done good work so far. We have some intel and some resources that might be useful to you. Tell me what the Foundation can do for you.
Faster travel.
Fast travel, supplies, or intel on subject 11B. Only if we haven't been to Marrakesh yet.
11B. I think we should. Faster travel?
I would agree with that. I think.
Yeah.
I think the only other choice here is like the XP because we're probably not going after the other one, right? Like
No.
with the time we have allotted and the plan we're currently enacting.
Yeah. Faster travel.
Okay, again, expedited ticket, which is permanent. While embarking to a new destination on the map, you may exile it and mark a time in your campaign log to travel anywhere on the map. So we can go anywhere for one time.
I mean, that seems good.
I mean, that's how we can even just get to this and just be like,
We're out.
yeah.
You may embark.
Cool. 1 to Havana. 28I. Is it a scenario? You can check back, because if it is, we
It
can
is a
stop. All
scenario.
right, we can say goodbye.
Right, yeah.
We're free. We're free.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I actually forgot we recorded an episode, and we're just kidding. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week for some more Scarlet Keys. In the meantime, have a good one, and as always, GG's.